in an undisclosed exotic location at Master Satoshi's dojo.
You're the one they call Doge? Yes, it is I, the king of memes. I was created to defeat you. Dare if you try. One way to find out who the real true king of memes really is.
Enough! You are bound together forever! One day, Master Satoshi came to them and presented them a solution for unlimited power. The Shiba Doge Crazy. They both got in. And now, forever, Shiba Doge!
Oh, that was great.
Let's go, baby. Take your dog, made it happen again. Produced it, man. Put a good amount of time on that, almost 4 or 5 hours, guys. Just something special, put it all together. But yeah, guys, that was Shiba Doge, baby. You guys are doing amazing right now. I mean, I look at just the history you guys have, and just how you guys are just keep on getting bigger and bigger and bigger as a project. And we're gonna deep dive in there. But yeah, man, Taker, let's spin the intro.
I must wait. Oh, here we go.
Yeah, you already know.
The moment you all been waiting for the world. Sleep. And watch some.
The lot, 24, 12 fuck SWAT, busting all the bells out the box. I just hit a lick with the box, had to put the stick in the box.
All right, guys, welcome to the world famous Kid and Walter show, baby. And you already know our headliner. We already got another banger, Shiba Doge, baby.
Let's fucking go. Awesome. Yeah, welcome to the show, Shiba Doge, man. I'm excited to hear what's going on, man. How you doing today?
Doing good, guys. Thank you guys for having me. For anybody who doesn't know, my name is Leo, and I'm happy to be here.
Yeah, Leo, thank you, man. We appreciate you, man. I try to do something fun, bro. Like, try to make it, as irony as I could. Two brothers that come and join together, and let's like an epic battle with the Matrix and putting it, And I've been fighting a cold at the same time and working my ass off this week, and I just wanted to put something nice for you guys, man. So hope you guys liked it. But yeah, man, it's a privilege and an honor. Thank you, man. Thank you.
You're going to have to send me that. You're going to have to send me that after this,
Yeah, man. But you guys are, man, let me tell you guys, I'm super excited to have you guys on more than ever. I mean, this, honestly, I was telling Kid, I deep dived into the project, and it's like, man, this is really like, this is beautiful and organized, complex DeFi, but in a sense, like what DeFi really is. And you guys are doing something that is, original and just creating the blueprint for new ways in DeFi. And I'm ready to go, man. So take off, baby.
Yeah, man.
Let's go.
Perfect, bro. I'll give a quick introduction of what we do, who we are, what we're all about, and then we'll get into some of the nitty gritty. For anybody who's new listening in, Shiba Doge started last year in December. We're about a year and a half old at this point. The whole point of why we even started Shiba Doge is myself and my friends. We're all whales in both Dogecoin and in Shiba. We made a pretty serious amount of money in in both tokens, and it honestly changed our lives in ways that we couldn't imagine. And it opened our eyes to truly how life-changing of an experience crypto can be. You know, for us, a lot of it was financial, but a lot of it was also spiritual in a way too, to a point where, you know, we wanted to kind of like bring that same type of experience to people around the world, which is kind of like what inspired us to start Shiba Doge to begin with. Another main reason on why we started it was because we realized that, you know, there was a lot of competition in the space, and there was a gap that needed to be bridged, right? So we saw the hatred that the Shiba community had towards Doge and vice versa, and we didn't like that, right? Because we were a part of both communities. We liked both projects. We liked everything that was going on in both tokens, but we realized like it's a pretty toxic place. At the end of the day, the internet could be extremely toxic, and what we wanted to do was build a safe haven where people can actually come in, hang out, talk about crypto, invest in crypto, you know, talk about blockchain, whatever, be a part of the bigger picture without having to deal with all the negative side effects that come with being in the space. So that's some of the core reasons of why we started Shiba Doge. I could get into it. We've been talking about it for, you know, over a year and a half now. In our community, we have weekly AMAs twice a week on Monday and Thursday. So it's kind of hard to kind of recap everything that we've talked about over the years. But everything is recorded. You know, we do have a YouTube channel where you could go in and do like an extensive deep dive and due diligence on our project and kind of get a whole timeline of how we started and where we ended up at a year and a half later down the line. But that's pretty much the overall summary of what we're about. I think what really makes us stand out and what really makes us special as a project is, you know, like everybody is out there looking at, just numbers, right? They're looking at just market cap. They're looking at just price, and they're not looking at it from the bigger picture. And that bigger picture is build something that will last longer than you can possibly imagine, which is why we put together something called the 888-year plan. And I'm not going to get into exactly what that is right now because that's an extremely long conversation. But if you're part of our community, you know what that is. If you're not a part of the community, you can go read our Medium article on it. It's on our website, shibadoge.com. But the bigger picture is, you know, we're more tunnel visioned on building a community and building an ecosystem, and kind of not too tunnel visioned on what the market cap and what the price is on any given day. I haven't looked at the price and market cap of our token in like 2 weeks, right? I don't look at that. Just like every now and then I'll check it out. But that's not what's important to me, right? What's important to me is making sure that we deliver on the plan, and everything else will reflect on that execution. So if we get like just like any investor, right? If you're an investor and you're looking at, let's say you're an investor in Ethereum, right? And you're looking at the Ethereum chart 24/7, and it dips and you have a heart attack, and then it goes back up and you're all happy, and then it dips and you have a heart attack. That messes with your emotions. It's the same way for us as project people who run the project. If you look at any chart, whether it's your chart, whether it's anyone else's chart, for long enough, your senses are going to get out of whack. So we have to learn that with Shiba, and we have to learn that with Doge. And that's one advice I could give you guys as anybody listening in from the outside. If you're going to invest in anything, make sure you love what you invest in, because that's the most important thing. Because if you're going to sit there and look at a chart nonstop for 10 to 12 hours a day, that you ain't doing it right, bro. But yeah, that's the bigger outline of what we are, brother.
I love it, man. I love it. That's one of my favorite things about DeFi, NFTs, the whole crypto space, is the camaraderie, the friendships, the networking. We all know, crypto's a long game, and, even in the bear markets where things aren't as fruitful, you're able to really dig in, and, the real people stick around and they build. And, those are the people that really enjoy the benefits of when, we have these massive influx, with the Bitcoin cycle and stuff. So just seeing you guys build and be so strong, I mean, you guys are everywhere on socials. You know, the NFTs are freaking awesome. I was checking those out. I know you guys have been minting that, and it just looks like a really fun project to be a part of, man. You guys, you know, seem really cool, man.
Thank you, bro. Yeah, man, I'm glad you brought up the NFTs. So, you know, obviously we're a token project that also has NFTs now. Our NFTs are actually pretty important to our ecosystem, and it's a great way for us to be out there on the internet as well, because, you know, a Doge Army NFT, a Shiba Army NFT, a Shiba Doge NFT, they're all pretty recognizable at this point, right? And, you know, the supply being about 20,000, a little over 20,000 with, you know, all the collections combined, it gives us a really good opportunity to be on a lot of profile pictures, a lot of places all over the internet, just a lot of ways for us to kind of like just be all over the map. But we just very recently released a new technology that we call ENFTs, which is equipable NFTs, also known as dynamic NFTs. We're the first, or one of the first, to kind of bring this to market and introduce this to the ecosystem. And I think we've introduced this to the ecosystem in a way that's never been done before. So what is an ENFT, right? ENFT, think of it like, if I don't know if you play Counter-Strike or if you play any of the video games where you can customize your character, but you can go into the Counter-Strike store, the Steam store, and pick yourself up a skin for your gun, equip it onto your character, and customize it, right? There's value in that. People like doing that. People like expressing the way that they that they feel, look, all that cool stuff into the exterior of their characters. So we were able to introduce that. We were able to bring that to market and kind of change the whole game for NFTs moving forward. This is a super new technology that we literally just launched it like this month. We released our crates, which are going to reveal into equipment. We haven't gave a reveal date just yet, but it was a free mint, and it sold out in less than 30 minutes. I think it was like 25 minutes, 22 minutes, something like that. And we had 8,888 of them. So people look at this and they're like, okay, look, like these NFTs are trading for like $10 on OpenSea right now, right? These crates. And they're like, okay, well, it's $10. It's nothing crazy. But you got to look at it from the bigger picture. It's like, we never intended for the equipment to be trading for like hundreds of dollars or thousands of dollars. Sure, some of them might be, you know, some of the rare ones or some of the ones that people really want to get their hands on. Sure, those might. But the whole point of I mean, this was a free mint at the end of the day, right? The whole point is to be able to pump out as much cool stuff that people are going to be able to interact with and kind of like play around with their NFTs to a point where we kind of like elevate this to the next level, and we kind of bring on new partners and kind of take the technology deeper into the space and let other projects integrate it into their system. More or less, a lot of it is proof of concept. And no better way to kind of introduce it than to introduce it into our ecosystem with our community, with our project, and just show people how powerful it is to be able to give them an opportunity to customize their NFTs. Nobody wants a static picture, right? You want to be able to put your touch on it, put your own taste to it, and I think we were able to deliver that with this latest release.
That is crazy, man. You guys are pioneering, you know, brand new concepts to like NFTs, and you're coming from DeFi. So sorry, I mean that's fucking crazy, man. To be able to add different traits and, you know, bring your own unique flavor and stuff to your NFT, that's pretty cool, man. And you guys are breaking barriers, man. What do you think, Walt?
I mean, that's what when I was raving to you earlier, you know, when we spoke, and I was like, man, this is out of this world what they got going on. I mean, right now DeFi is buzzing because of technology and the things that can be achieved, and you guys are fully exhausting that. And I'm so proud of you guys. Just in fact, just watch it in the backgrounds. And I saw what you guys are doing as a community and more, and how you guys got both Shiba and Doge all together. The story is just it's astounding. And what you guys are doing, more and more, we already know that you guys are just getting started. So I mean, we definitely want to just keep on paying attention to you more than ever. And you guys are pretty much making new blueprints for DeFi. I mean, this is exciting. This is why people love DeFi, what you guys are doing. And then the whole story with Shiba and Doge, like the most powerful armies of DeFi coming together and more. And then all the concepts and barriers you guys are breaking. I mean, you'd be a fool not to see this from a mile away, that you guys are going to achieve success more than ever during the bull run. And this is what we've been consistently telling people, that you need to make sure you get involved with these projects, non-financial advice, but just these projects that we, try to instill with people with the big, bangers every Sunday, to let you guys know these are the projects that, will fulfill the success with everything that they're going. And you guys, honestly, I've seen a lot of projects, and you guys are like no other. So just top hats to you guys.
Thank you, bro. Yeah, and you said something that's pretty important. It's like, get involved with these projects, and I 100% agree. I'm not singularly saying like, hey, just get involved with our project, but there are a lot of great projects out there in the space that do great things. And obviously there are some that are there for the wrong reasons, but that comes down to being able to do your own research. It comes down to being able to kind of logisticate where you want to place yourself in the space of DeFi. There are some very good places, there are some very bad places. It just all depends what you want out of it. And our doors are open to anybody, right? So you don't even need to be an investor in Shiba Doge. You don't even need to own the token or an NFT to be involved with our community. Our community welcomes anybody who is interested into learning about DeFi. We welcome anybody who's positive, who can actually spread positivity and be a greater part of our community. That's all we ask to be a part of our community, is just positivity. And I think we do a very great job of educating people about DeFi and technology and just a lot of current events and everything else going on, which is what really brings a lot of value to our community as well, because there's really no other place on Telegram or on Discord that does that with the community and gives you an opportunity, a window to talk to people who are well informed in the space on a weekly basis. Like, you could come up and talk to me face to face, no matter who you are, every week, every Monday and every Thursday. We host open AMAs, open mic AMAs every single week. So, I think that drives a sense of value in itself.
No, absolutely, man. And that's going to be really important, especially with the influx of, new people that's going to be coming in, to the space the next couple of years. There's actually a really high demand, especially in those high volume times when there's a lot of scammers and, garbage and stuff out there. I think it's important to have like those type of forums, especially with, the OG projects that have really put their roots in and stuff to help guide people and keep them safe during that time, because there's just so much that's going on that it's sometimes hard for people to see what the legitimate stuff is versus what's the scams and what have you. So that's awesome to have that type of dialogue with your community. And that's honestly what me and Walter about is just that's why we have the spaces, is because we want to kind of, bring together, a really small group of people, obviously, like with DeFi and stuff. And, through transparency and being out there, with the community and communicating and stuff like that. I think, and the collaborative type vibes that you guys have definitely aligns with, a lot of the guests and people that, kind of come around our circles over here and stuff. So it's definitely a privilege to have you guys, because you guys have been putting in work for quite some time, man. So just very impressed, and it feels like all that hard work is definitely coming full circle, and you guys deserve every bit of success that you guys have been getting. So yeah, thank you so much for coming by, man, and sharing your story, man.
Yeah, of course, brother. Thanks for having us.
Yeah, man. But I mean, this thing gets deep, though, man. I mean, look at the ecosystem you guys have. I mean, you guys have been based. You guys started in 21, correct? Pretty much in the right in the bull run when everything was starting to happen in Flores.
Like this summer.
Man. It was December 24th, 2021. So it was literally right at the end of the bull run, like the end of the bull run. Yeah.
Okay. So right in the end, so you guys, I mean, I was hearing a little bit because you guys had so amazing community. I mean, you guys rolled deep. I seen like 17, 20 people, like nothing. And they were telling me about the story and everything, the origins. I mean, you guys are pretty much one of the most base communities and projects out there. And there's nothing else like it. Shiba and Doge coming together, and then what you guys are doing with NFTs, your ecosystem is, like no other. I mean, can you tell me a little bit about the burn, the one that you guys have? Like, I love it.
Yeah, for sure, bro. So
yeah, please.
The burn token is actually one of our sister tokens. It's launched under the same ecosystem of the Shiba Doge ecosystem. It's almost a year old. It's gonna be a year old in April. But the burn token was launched because we had this amazing idea of how we can actually help other projects be more deflationary. And obviously, the burn token is supposed to be the most deflationary token on the planet. We own deflationary.com. That's the official domain for the burn token. So if you go to deflationary.com, you can learn more about it. But shortly after launching the burn token, we very quickly realized, like, hey, because the bear market showed its face, and when the bear market showed its face, we saw a lot of projects that we thought were legit, quote legit projects. They pretty much closed up shop, abandoned their communities, and pretty much just dipped on everybody, right? So when we saw that happen, we were like, yo, how are we going to be in here trying to help other projects when they're out here with the wrong intentions and kind of like screwing over their communities? So we very quickly realized, like, hey, the entire game plan for that end of the burn token needs to be changed. It needs to be reworked. It needs to be remapped, which is something that we've been working on again for the past like 6 months, simultaneously with everything else that we've been doing. We've been coming up with a new game plan. We've been coming up with a new roadmaps and strategy for the burn token moving forward, which is something that we still haven't fully shared with the community yet, because it is still a semi work in progress, right? We're kind of finalized, but we're still like working out a lot of the back end and kinks. But the burn token has one of the, let me get into the history actually of burn token. The burn token was probably the most hyped launch of its time. We had, and I'm not shitting you when I tell you this, we had 2,500 people in a Telegram voice call for 48 hours nonstop. They didn't sleep. They were in there waiting for the token to launch. The token was supposed to launch on 4/20 last year, but last minute before the contract launched, we found some bugs in the contract, so we delayed it by like a couple of days, and people were still in the voice call waiting, like 2,500 people. So it was one of the biggest launches of the year. We were extremely happy with that. I think on like the first 5 minutes of launch, it reached like 25 million or 50 million. So I don't even remember how much it was. But
whoa,
yeah. Right now it's sitting at like 4 million market cap in the bear market, but it's sitting with one of the healthiest market cap to liquidity ratios out there in the game. I think it's got $1 million in liquidity to $4 million in market cap, which is pretty insane. So I think the burn token is something that people are really going to be interested in once the full plan comes out. Think of it like a fresh launch in a sense, right? Because the liquidity, the market cap, everything, it's such a perfect entry to a point where you could think of it as a brand new token in a sense. If you decide to get in, right now it's sitting at levels that are pretty sustainable to a point where when that news does come out, I do expect to see a lot of people's interest kind of like seep in. So yeah, that's just a little breakdown of the burn token.
Hell yeah, man. That's awesome, dude. Yeah, definitely.
Oh yeah, that's why I had to ask, kid, because I was looking at this and I was like, man, I'm paying attention. I'm like, I definitely want him to speak about the their burn mechanism. I mean, you guys want to be the most different what was it, in the planet, right? Yeah. You guys want to be the ones that are deflating the most, right?
Exactly. So we created something called the True Burn system as well. So the True Burn system, what that does is it literally takes tokens out of circulation, out of the blockchain, and kind of like just deletes them off of the blockchain, right? Any other project, even Shiba Doge, whenever we burn a token, it goes to the burn wallet and it stays in the burn wallet. So those tokens are still there on the blockchain, even though they're in a burn wallet, they're still there. But with the burn token, since there is a true burn functionality in there, those tokens don't go to a burn wallet. They just get completely obliterated, completely erased off the blockchain. So it's a very special way of actually burning tokens, and it actually decreases the supply over time. It actually decreases the supply, right? It's not just in a burn wallet. It's actually just literally deleting it off of the face of the supply. So it's pretty interesting.
Oh yeah, that's why I was like, I looked at it and I was like, this is very, very interesting, more than anything I've seen in DeFi. So I was definitely just super excited to just hear what you guys had, how, like, what was actually the details, because I mean, you don't see this all the time. I mean, people are trying to make things up and trying to sell you on other things when you guys right now are delivering everything in a DeFi ecosystem.
So, usually burning, you're just sending it to a dead wallet. You said they're deleted. I'm just curious. I've never heard of this before, so I'm intrigued and stuff. How exactly are they deleted? Like, what's the process? Because like usually you're just sending them on a one-way trip to the great ether. It's a dead wallet. What method do you use when you're doing it? I'm just curious.
For sure, man. So since I'm not a Solidity developer, I won't be able to give you like a technical breakdown on how it works, but I could tell you like how we do it in a sense. So originally when the contract launched, we tried to true burn the greater half. I think we burned like 50% of the total supply immediately at launch. And we actually sent that to a burn wallet, and that's sitting in a burn wallet. That part, we actually did it the traditional way that everybody else does. We sent it to a burn wallet, and it's sitting there. You could go into Etherscan and check it out. But every other burn that happens, that we call a true burn, it's a line of code that our developers wrote, and it literally kind of just deletes the tokens out of the ecosystem. They don't go to a burn wallet. They don't go to any wallet. They just fall off the supply.
That's
and
awesome,
anybody
man.
can true burn. You can true burn yourself. If you own tokens, you can go in there and be like, yo, I'm just gonna delete my tokens off of the blockchain. Yes, and some people do that because we have some event every couple of months called the Burnathon, and the people who participate in that, they win cool prizes and they participate in the community event and whatnot. But it's not just a dev thing that you have to be a dev to true burn your tokens off the supply. It's a whole community thing. So eventually, over time, as more people coming in and there are more holders, these burnathons will actually burn more supply because, you know, right now we're sitting at like 2 or 3,000 holders, maybe less. I don't know exactly how many. I haven't looked at it in a while, but imagine when we're sitting at like 100,000 holders and people, all 100,000 holders decide they want to burn 1,000 tokens at every burnathon. That's going to very quickly diminish that supply, and you know, that's when things are going to get real saucy.
Yeah, that's cool.
Oh,
man.
yeah.
Thanks for sharing, man. No, that's way rad, man. That's cool.
I told you, kid, I mean, dude, when I was looking at everything, I was like, whoa, they got everything. Like, this ecosystem is intense. It's beautiful. It's organized, and it's DeFi, all, you know, and I was looking, you know, right now, you guys are pretty much, you know, at a beautiful market cap, you know, right now, before, you know, things start getting saucy, as you say. So, you know, I'm looking at it, and you know, already I got the trigger finger to, you know, to get some. I love it, and I really appreciate you more than ever now, you know, coming. And you know, you guys got something special. You guys even have it's the Burn DAO, right?
Yeah,
You guys have the Burn DAO as well.
So that Burn DAO was originally what I was explaining in the first part when I told you, like, you know, it was supposed to help other projects be more deflationary, but we kind of scrapped that idea. That Burn DAO was actually going to be tied in with that. So I don't know exactly how we're going to move forward with the Burn DAO, if we want to come up with a new idea for it, or if we want to kind of just, you know, just let it sit aside for a little while longer until we can work out the future of what we want to do with that DAO. But yeah, the idea for that is there, and it was supposed to tie in with the whole ecosystem of helping other projects be deflationary, which might still happen. We might still bring that back in the future. Who knows? But as of right now, we kind of like sidelined that idea, to be honest with you.
Yeah, but you guys could do anything, man. Your community is, you know, probably got to be one of the strongest communities in DeFi. The way you guys emerged with Shiba and Doge, I mean, I've seen it. I was like, whoa. I mean, it's been for a while now, and you know, you don't see that all the time. So yeah. I mean, you guys are a nice market cap that just screams, you know, success more higher. Everyone always wants that, you know, 10, 20x, 30, but you already can see it, the way you guys are making things happen. And just, you know, just proud to have you guys in DeFi, man. We're always looking for successful projects like this. And it really is a privilege and an honor to have you on, man. And, you know, every Sunday we get these projects and it's like, wow. And, you know, it just gets better and better. And your project is astounding, man. So just shout out to what you guys are doing, all your developers, your community, your whole team. And, you know, we want the best for you guys. So make sure you guys come out every Sunday and just hang out and tell us updates and let us know more, man, because we already know what you guys are going to do during the bull run, man. So let's go, baby.
Yeah, man. Thank you, brother. We appreciate that. And you're right, man. It is all about community, and we have built a strong community. And let me tell you how much I'll give you a little backstory of one thing that happened during the start of the bear market, which actually helped us gain the trust of our community even more. So, you know, the bear market showed its face, and there was one whale in our project who really got shook up by the bear market, and he wanted to kind of like just get out, right, of everything, not just Shiba Doge, but of everything. So this guy kind of decided, you know, and he owned a pretty large bag. He was I think he was like one of the first people to buy when we went live, right? So he was able to get like a max wallet pretty much in, you know, for nothing, because we only launched at a $25,000 market cap on Shiba Doge. It was a fair launch, and I believe in the first like month and a half, we reached $250 million in market cap. Regardless, whatever, you know, bear market shows its face, and excuse me, this guy, he decides he wants to start selling. So he was selling on the community, like, you know, pretty large amounts every day, and kind of like dumping on people. And we didn't like that. So we decided to kind of just buy the bag off of him, just so he doesn't continue dumping it on our community. So we out of our own pockets, we spent like close to $500,000 just to make sure that the community doesn't get dumped on by that person, right? So that's something that I haven't seen any other dev in any other project do, but we did that for the sake of protecting our community. And if you look at the distribution now of holders, there is nobody that can kind of like harm the community anymore like that, right? So it was that one wallet, that one guy who was kind of an issue, but we made sure we get that guy out of the equation, and kind of we bought his bag, and we actually used that bag to kind of like do giveaway. So we actually bought it and gave it away to the community even, right? So it's not even like we kept it. We bought it and gave it back to the community. So that's something cool that we did, and I think it helped us solidify a lot of trust with the community. And obviously we want to protect everybody in any way, shape, or form that we possibly can.
Heck yeah, bro. I mean, some communities can't even get to 500,000 market cap, and you guys are like, yeah, we'll raise up 500,000. Like, I mean, that just shows how strong your community is. And, people always looking for that safety net. And, if they have to see more than that, that just shows that you guys can possibly do anything you guys all together put your minds to and more. And, now after this space, we're part of the community as well. So you guys definitely gained me and more, and I'm definitely going to be, shouting you guys out more and more, and letting people know on all my channels and more, and people I know, like, you better check out Shiba Doge. And I was told about you guys and that 21 and then early 22. And, I was just, working on some other projects and still learning DeFi more than ever. And look at you guys now, on our show, man. And, just shout out to what you guys are doing more than ever. And you guys, I mean, there's no one else like you guys. So keep on doing what you're doing. And I'm definitely going to send you that skit, man. Hope you love it, bro. It's like me and Kid, bro. Kid first heard it and he couldn't believe it because I did it live in front of him. But just love it, man. And I love DeFi. Love what you guys are doing. Let's get.
Let's go, man. Thank you. Yeah, dude, the skit was awesome.
Dude, it had me cracking up, dude. I was like, are you fucking serious, man? It's like, dude, you're wild, Walt, man. you're a little too good at it, man.
Yeah, dude. No, I'll probably use it as like an intro or something in one of our YouTube videos or an outro. That was badass. I really enjoyed it.
Oh yeah, man, and we can maybe do a little fine tuning even more, man. So because we were just on the fly and everything more, like it took us like 5 hours, but I still got some stuff. So don't worry, bro. We're gonna make it happen, man. But thank you, man. Shiba Doge on the show, baby. Kid, I mean, this is every Sunday we have a banger.
Yeah,
I'm just saying, man, this is amazing.
I mean, these guys were at a high market cap, so going back into this next bull run, I mean, these guys are deep liquidity. They're building up an NFT community. They're merging. They started out as DeFi, and now not only are they doing NFTs, but they're doing it their own way. They're doing something brand new that nobody else is doing, making the NFTs dynamic. It's freaking cool, man. Like, honestly, I didn't even know that. My research was bad, but the dynamic part, man, that's freaking cool, man. We need that type of innovation and stuff, because that's just going to drive, that was one of the things I was hearing about with, like, some of the ladies in regards to like NFT collections and stuff. And I think like those type of dynamic things that can more, where people can, match, I guess, their NFT and make it more individualized. That'll be like a cool thing, like just, I mean, I could see that branching off into many different directions in NFTs and stuff like that. So everybody feels included and can kind of express themselves. So just seeing that tech coming out, that's really cool, man. That might be a solution to one of those problems, because it was like the ladies were saying, the gods are cool and stuff, but they don't really have nothing for the ladies. It'd be cool if maybe like a collection like that had a dynamic to where it could switch the sex or something like that. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just thinking of how that innovation can be added on
for other types of situations. So that's really cool, man. So right on, man. Thanks for coming on, man. We really appreciate it. And thank you, man.
Yeah, of course, brother. Thank you.
Oh yeah. Shiba Doge! Like the final formation, baby. But yeah, man. I love it, man. You guys just got something. I mean, I'm so excited about you guys coming in. You guys could talk for hours, bro. There's so much. So just make sure you come every Sunday. You already know where we're at, 12 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. UTC. But yeah, man, stick around right now because we got a heck of a show, baby. Who do we got next, kid?
All right, we got Sheba Cartel, man, and we've been watching them close. They got a lot of action going on. The game went from an alpha phase to a beta phase. I've been playing around with the game and stuff like that. Really reminds me of like Treasure DAO with like Smolverse and basically like a Web3 game to where you can stake different NFTs and stuff, and you can passively make their native currency pesos. Dude, it's been fun so far. I've got 10 of the NFTs, and I've just been playing the game, man. It's so addicting. But yeah, no, welcome to the show, Sheba Cartel, man. How you been doing, man?
Man, I'm doing good, kid. Thanks for having us back on. And Walter, thanks for having us on, man. I just want to start off and say for everybody, definitely, keep track of Shiba Doge right there. The NFTs that you guys just did were awesome. I've tracked you guys for a long time, spoke with you guys before, and definitely what our space needs are more solid, long-term focused projects. I mean, it's great to chase X's every day, but the reality is, taking a page out of traditional investing, you want to find assets that are going to appreciate over time so you can, have gains. So definitely shout out to them. With Sheba Cartel, everybody, if you're here on some of the other shows,